Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Curious Expedition with Zebu Nation. Now when last we left off, we had a tremendously successful expedition. We finished, not only did we find the Golden Pyramid, but we got two new explorers for our party, including a brand new, spanking new donkey, so that's always good. But also, we moved into second place. We're only 47 points behind the leader. So we got a good chance of getting our face, our likeness on that statue and becoming the greatest explorer in the world. So let's continue with our expedition. Alright. So now we've got, again, the Arctic contains a buried golden pyramid. So that means we need to find that little green thing there down in the middle. We figured that out. Then we've got the Black Desert. A golden pyramid can be found in this region. And the Black Drylands. It contains a buried golden pyramid. Alright. So the Black Desert is a desert, but you know, we have our Bedouin friend, so he could help us out there. And the pyramid is not buried. Up here, it is a buried pyramid. I don't see the green thing, so maybe we have to go after that thing on the far left there with the little blue light. I don't know. But this is, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Going after the Arctic, like, it takes a lot of resources to go through the Arctic. Like, you gotta have snowshoes and you gotta have tickets and all this other stuff. And it's a little bit more difficult than other places. And the desert is the same way. You gotta have water to go anywhere. So not only do you have to keep track of your sanity, you gotta keep track of your water. But if you go to just the dry lands, you don't really have to keep track of any other resources other than your sanity. So I'm gonna go there. Alright. So after a good night's rest, I made my way to the docks. There were still some arrangements to be made, so I saw if there was anything I could do. A military chap approached me and spoke of a deserter who had taken into hiding in a native village. I would be suitably rewarded if I could bring him back to civilization. I don't know. I don't know about this one. Spoke of a deserter. So if we go after this deserter, like, what are we gonna have to do? We're gonna have to, like, knock him out or convince him to come back, or I don't know what. Not real excited about that, so I'm going to refuse that one. I refused his request. I would not endanger our journey with this kind of quest. My past expeditions had been quite successful, and I felt I would soon see my face on the statue. My reputation preceded me, attracting a few enterprising folks. Who did I want to recruit? I don't know that I want to recruit anybody, but we'll see. We got Zachariah Jacob the Sailor. This guy's pretty good. He's got a lot of dice. 6 toughness, 3 capacity, 2 loyalty. And flare usage increases the effectiveness of custom flares. We do have some custom flares, but I don't know if I want to boot somebody out of the party for this guy. And then, Corporal Hezekiah Gibbs of the Mountain Troopers. This guy looks pretty cool. He's got 8 toughness, only 2 capacity, 2 loyalty. Not as many dice as our sailor friend. Mountain Guide reduces movement costs when traversing hills. I mean, that's handy. That's handy, but this last party was so good. I mean, we got the 2 donkeys that lets us carry so much stuff. You know, in a fight, we're going to be short-handed. There's no question about that. But I think we're all right. I think we're all right here. So, no thanks. No thanks. I rejoiced as our ship was ready to set sail. Is there any equipment we need to purchase? I don't think so. We still got 4 torches. Still got shovels. Moonstone. I mean, I guess I could trade the moonstone. valued 20. They didn't give me an option to sell it. Maybe I can trade it to a trader. I've still got some mushrooms available. Don't need whiskey. We're going to the DRYLANDS, so we shouldn't need machetes. Ooh, we could use a health kit. That didn't cost too much. Tent, we haven't really needed a tent. I mean, I know there's places you can camp, but I didn't see if the place we're going had any places to camp, so we don't have to worry about that, I guess, right now. Anything else? We got rope, got climbing gear, we don't need machetes, don't need none of this stuff. So there we go. We'll take one healing kit. I was rejoiced as our ship was primed to head out for the shores. Animal improvement. A pack saddle artisan offered to improve the carrying capacity of our animals. +1 capacity for Mr. Sampson. Heck yeah. -50 funds. Clearly, I could use the additional capacity for Mr. Sampson. Within an hour, his pack saddle was upgraded and could carry an additional crate. The saddle trader branded and finished the item with their respective mark and gave me her personal 3-year warranty on the new pack saddle. At long last, our ship was primed for departure. Expert saddle builder. Let's see if we can do it again. We still have 73 funds. Nope, not enough. First one is pretty cheap. Next one, not so much. All right, so let's set sail. We got our donkeys upgraded. We're looking good. 5th expedition. This is a key expedition. This is when the expeditions get tough. And, we're being smart this time, trying to finish at the top of the leaderboard rather than just going to the most difficult places. All right, we got a couple of question marks here. Just as I thought we would never find a way through these waters, one of the crew called "Land ahoy!" I knew this place held something special for us. All right. I don't eat a lot, but when I do eat, I didn't read the rest of that. All right. Excess ship storage. Let's get rid of some of this stuff. Dynamite. Flare gun. Stick with 2 torches. Stick with 1 rope. We're going to need the climbing gear. Stick with 1 shovel. Purple mushroom. Tastes delicious and all the problems seem to be gone for some moments. I don't know, let's leave that one behind. Revitalizing effect on muscles. I don't know, we're going to leave that behind too. And take the vision range one, I can eat that quickly. And don't need the water. Take that, don't need the whatever that is, the metal cube. Shiny magnetic material covered in otherworldly engravings. I wonder if that affects our compass. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe it helps us point to the temples or something? I don't know. I mean, we have enough carrying capacity now that maybe we could take it along and see what's up. We got 1, 2, 3. We got 4 extra slots. Well, those 2, so we got 2 extra slots. That means, no, we don't. All right, get that out of here. Get that trash out of here. So we're gonna trade that moonstone. Get rid of that. We're gonna eat that mushroom. Get rid of that. We're probably gonna eat those chocolates fairly soon. All right. So this is good. This is good. We should have enough capacity to carry all of our stuff. I insisted we secure the best possible tools for the quest that faced us. I had to carefully consider our options and be prepared for the forthcoming expedition. However, I could not shake the feeling that the captain wanted me to leave post-haste. Okay, buddy, okay, let's begin the expedition. So let's scroll out, take a look at the map. Yeah. Boy, this map is huge. Is it all 6 squares? Holy cow. See, I told you they're getting tougher. So we got a lot of question marks going this way, but we also got a lot of hills and stuff. So, I don't know. Hopefully we can avoid all that. But we got to go in that general direction. So let's first go up here. Take us 29 sanity to get up there. Oh, there's that blue box. We can figure out what that is right away. Oh, it's making, like, triumphant noises here. We found an imposing stone altar located in the midst of a jungle clearing. Although seemingly ancient, the altar looked absolutely pristine. A hewn depression was filled with magically unspoilt water. Engravings indicated that an object could be sacrificed by placing them in the water. Do we want to try to sacrifice a moonstone? I mean, I've put stuff in these waters before and nothing really came out of it. Can't gaze in the reflection. Sacrifice items. I mean, the moonstone is our only trading item. I don't know. I don't know about this. I don't know. I mean, it's got to do something, right? They can't just put this in here to trick you and say, let's watch these idiots drop stuff in this fountain and nothing will happen. So maybe there's particular items you're supposed to drop in there and you'll know it. So anyway, it was wise to depart this place before it was too late. Alright, so let's leave. Let's get out of here. Alright, let's go up here. This is probably a village, I'm thinking. Yeah, looks like it. Enter the village. Oh, there's a cave up there. Why is the screen shaking? I don't know. I don't like that. Let's enter the village. Either way. The evening we reached a village. Its inhabitants were apparently the best scouts known to the region. We were not the only visitors to this village. A wandering trader and self-proclaimed beastmaster had displayed a few mysteriously covered crates. The villagers seemed to be happy about our appearance and welcomed us with open arms. Our good reputation had preceded us. What's up with this beastmaster? I greeted the beastmaster. This trader seemed to roam the area to catch some of the wildest local wildlife. He welcomed us and presented his selection of beasts locked away in massive wooden cages. So apparently we need teeth to see these things or buy these things or whatever. I don't know. Alright, see you later, Beastmaster. Our time with the natives was a delight. They remained friendly and offered us more help. Let's see if we can trade with these guys. What do they got for us? Okay, we want the jewels. I mean, on the one hand, we could just take the jewels for free, which is cool. They've got a red mushroom, which heals people. That's good. Cocoa leaves. Cocoa leaves drive you crazy, so I don't like those at all. Got some mangoes. The blue mushroom increases viewing distance. So we could buy a lot of stuff from these guys with this moonstone. Not that much stuff, but a lot of stuff. Mangoes, sweet, delicious mangoes, but they spoil quickly. That's no good. Is there anything else we could trade them? We could trade them our blue mushroom now. Get rid of that. I mean, I don't think we have loyalty problems at the moment. But if we buy these mangoes, it could mean that we don't necessarily need to stop and rest at this village because we can just eat the mangoes. Alright. So, deal. We reached a deal with the natives. Alright, let's leave. We got ready and sallied forth as new adventures could be waiting over the next ridge. Alright. So a couple things. First of all, I'm going to eat the blue mushroom. There we go. Increase our viewing distance. That's good. That helped us out. Now we're gonna eat the mangoes. Get our sanity back up. 10 sanity for eating those mangoes. That's pretty good. Plus 10 sanity. So we're going to have 1 mango left. That's not really what I wanted to happen, but that's what happened. Alright. So here's some kind of circle. Let's go here, see what this is all about. We're all out of machetes, apparently. There's a hut. There's that triumphant music again. We entered a peculiar-looking hut. The interior was particularly musty, with all manner of dried herbs and other peculiar things hanging from the walls. A native shaman approached us with a wild-eyed stare as he chewed on some leaves. Ask for a cleansing. I don't think we need cleansing. Trade? As if time was moving slower for him, the shaman got out a small crate and presented his wares. Oh, he's got crazy stuff here. He's got a lot of more mushrooms. A totem stick. Powerful totem stick. When rammed into the ground, nobody seems to dare come closer. He's got those coca leaves. Tome page of mountain creation. A page that was ripped from an ancient tome. It's written unearthly alien letters, but for some reason you know you can read it. Interesting. Item does not consume weight capacity. So we could almost afford that. I don't know what we do with it, but we can afford it. I don't want to trade in the jewels. That's how we get our funds. We could trade him a mango. We could trade him a mango for the page. The Tome Mountain page. I mean, that's a pretty good deal, if I'm honest with you, so we'll do that. It took some effort, but after all, we came to an agreement with the shaman. Alright, that's cool. We gotta left click when the diary is closed. Click on area. What does this mean? Click on area. Will this let us view the area, maybe? I think we just... Yes, we just created a mountain. Is what we did. Tome of Mountain Creation creates mountains. We may have screwed ourselves over, but let's not worry about that right now. Let's go around these hills. And we got something there. We got a cave here. Let's, I think we had some chocolate left over, right? Yeah, right there. I'm gonna eat the chocolate just to get it out of our inventory in case we find some extra stuff here. Keep our sanity high. That keeps all the bad news away from us. So that's a good, that's a good. Now let's explore this dang old cave and see what we got. Alright, we located the cave entrance that led into darkness of unknown depths. We needed a torch to uncover its mystery, so let's light that stupid old torch. Yeah. We lit the torch and descended into the darkness. We were intrigued to discover that this was just the beginning of a subterranean route. Okay, so now we know that these subterranean routes are going to take us to the other side of the map. That worked out for us last time, truthfully. So, do it again? Yes, no, yes, yes, no, yes. I mean, we have something else to explore right nearby, but it's not anything of tremendous significance, I don't think. So let's explore the tunnel. Plus 3 days, we explored the vast caverns and twisted corridors. I was relieved when we saw a beam of light shining from the exit. So here we are. We're in the middle of where? Don't know. There's something up there. I really don't like this area. So let's see where we're at. Where's the compass pointing us? The compass is still pointing us like 360 degrees. So this is not good. How far away are we from where we started? Volcanoes down south. There's volcanoes between us and where we started from. Now, if we go back, I don't know that we can get back through a third time because we only have 2 torches. So while we're here, we need to sort of look around. It costs a lot of sanity to move around this place. 34 sanity to get there, 54 sanity to get there. Elephant graveyard. Eroded drylands. Thick drylands jungle. 54. You know, we're gonna be nearing the end of our sanity. You know, wherever we go. Once we head up here, there's probably some kind of spa up there in the hills. That's usually where it's kept. Let's go down here, see what this is. Oh, there's the temple thing. Yes. This worked out. We approached a mysterious structure that seemed to be partially made out of pure gold. We discovered a mechanism of sorts on one of the sides. I believed with some ingenuity we could set it in motion. However, what would happen upon activation remained a mystery. We know what's going to happen. A big old light's going to beam out of there. After much toil, we were able to unlock the enigmatic mechanism. All of a sudden, an enormous column of light emerged from the seal. Let's go. Where's the temple? Where's the temple? It didn't. Did it show us where the temple is? Apparently not. Apparently not. And we know where this temple is. Is that it down there? Now last time, just the temple just like popped up and we saw where it was and it was all good. Am I missing it? I don't think so. So the compass is no help. It's either south, north, or west. So it's somewhere one of these, any of these squares here this way. It could be it there. Could be it there. Probably not there. That could be either a cave or a resting spot. But there's a temple right here. It's in the wrong direction, but you know, there's loot in them there hills. So we're gonna go there. We don't have machetes anymore, so we're in trouble. But we're gonna examine this shrine. The temple before us warranted both fear and respect. Its stone walls were covered with ornate engravings. A circle of dried up blood had been drawn around the whole structure as a warning for anybody that dared enter. A thick layer of sand seemed to surround the structure. Alright, so we're going to get plastered with some desert here, and we don't have any water, but we'll have to get out of here. This is pretty impressive. That is impressive. Cool altar. We carefully entered the well-preserved ceremonial chamber. If this place held any riches, I knew we would find them here. We found a stone altar that was covered in ancient writings. Okay. We got a tome, a page of targeted teleportation. The page was ripped from an ancient tome. It's written unearthly alien letters, but for some reason, you know, you can read it. So, this is cool. We'll be able to teleport places. We got another moonstone, so we could trade with people. And A golden mask, a mask made of pure gold. It seems like it was used in sacrificial ceremonies. 70 fame. Let's take all of that stuff. This was not a day for hesitation. The treasure was to be mine. We took the treasure and proceeded outside as everything behind us began to wither and die. A drastic climate shift ravaged this region, and we were responsible. Indeed, indeed, indeed. So, targeted teleportation. Where do we want to go? Go down here. We could go down here. We could go back to the village. You know what I'm saying? Go back to the village. Rest. That stuff. Things. Then we could go back through the cave again. You know, we've only got 16 sanity. This place is about to become a wasteland. But the wasteland has its limitations, you know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't cover the entire map. It'll only cover, like, this top area. So we could theoretically go back to the village, go back to the boat, get some water. We could also just travel north. You know, we don't have to go through the cave and teleport. If the temple is there, I'm going to be upset. But if it's not, click on an area. How far can we go? Boom. We teleported. Yes! Enter the village. We returned to the village. The natives observed us with curiosity. I probably could have just teleported back to the boat. But, you know. We trade? Do we have anything to trade? Oh, they got the moonstone. Oh, they've got water to trade, but no deal. All right. We were not able to come to an agreement. Let's rest in the village. I told the team to unpack our things and prepare for the night. With the people of the tribe were celebrating a wedding. Oh no, we're gonna have to stay here forever. The ritual was quite intricate and fascinating. The couple seemed quite happy to my eyes. All the men participated in a ritualistic dance as the bride chose the most fit. All right, sleepy time. We got plus 30 sanity. The night was quiet and peaceful. The following morning, I woke to face a crowd of natives. It seemed my snoring amused them. We felt more welcome here. They remained courteous and open to further questions. The wedding ceremony had ended, thankfully. The village returned to normal, though some of the people seemed awfully tired and receptive to loud noises. Let's leave before we wear out our welcome. There should be enough sanity to get back to the boat. I told the men to pack up and la-di-la. So, yeah, just enough sanity to get back to the boat. See, the desert is taking hold up top here. Doing lots of bad things up there, but, you know. What are you going to do? Let's return to the ship. We returned to our ship. Being here almost felt like the safety of home, of course. Let's, we don't have a lot of storage, unfortunately. Let's take the water. Still might need a rope. Put the jewels away. We don't need the jewels. Still got climbing gear. We still got a torch. We could take another torch just for security purposes. Don't need to take all the torches. Just take 2. I don't think we need a shovel. Might need a rope. Excuse me. You never know when you're going to need a rope. So, maybe we don't need a shovel. I don't think we have to dig for anything. And that doesn't take up an extra slot. Alright, so let's close that. Our vessel was still offshore where we anchored it. I felt homesick all of a sudden and wondered how much longer I would need to stay out here. Let's refill the water. Made sure to pack some extra water rations. Let's rest overnight. Oh, sprained ankle. We prepared camp and allowed everyone to rest. It was a rather cold night as we sat by the campfire. Sometimes camp proves to be the most dangerous part of an expedition. While talking to me, James Sterling took a step back, tripped over a backpack, almost came down on the campfire, and twisted his ankle. To prevent setting his hair alight, I scolded him. We were an expedition, not a field hospital. Okay. It's a sprained ankle. Capacity -1. Don't like that. As we packed up once more, enjoyed the fresh sea air of the ship. Nevertheless, I felt that the captain wanted us to leave the ship. Yeah, we're gonna rest. I don't care what the captain says. Whoa, what are these blue guys? Hello, ghosts. Native ghosts. I don't know about this. We prepared camp to recuperate. The mood was buoyant as I ordered wood to be gathered for the fire. Tonight we had a paranormal incident. The ghosts of dead natives materialized in front of us. They told us they had been killed by unnatural monsters that were breeding in a nearby cave. If we would kill the monsters, they promised that we would find a worthwhile magical reward on their corpses. Wow, that sounds crazy. We're not really a fighting type of party. You know, I mean, James Sterling can fight a little bit. Our Bedouin friend, he can defend a little bit, but then we got 2 donkeys that don't do anything in combat. So it's 3 of us versus a magical ghost. I mean, we do have a gun, and I'm pretty good with it. Got the extra pistol thing. Man, that's tough. That's tough. Magical reward, though, that could be useful. So let's accept the request just to see. We accepted their plea and vowed to hunt down their killers. They seemed grateful and told us about the location of the cave. Afterward, they disappeared into the night whence they came. Alright, so the cave is over there. It's kind of far away, if I'm honest with you. But let's return to the ship. The vessel was still offshore. Let's rest again. Oh, we didn't need to rest. We had 96 health. I instructed the trek to halt and allowed everyone to rest. The mood was buoyant as I ordered wood for the fire. It was a calm night, for once I felt at ease with the wonders around me. I considered my old companion Mipuvo and wondered on the nature of her fate. Why was she gone? Would we meet again in this world or the next? Why was I still here? I don't know. Why are you still here? Alright. After days of resting, we still enjoyed the fresh sea air of the ship. Nevertheless, I was beginning to feel that the captain wanted us to leave the ship. Alright, expedition time. Now, James has his sprained ankle, so I'm going to use... I'm going to use the mushroom on him. We erected camp to consume the mushrooms. However, no one required such treatment. Alright. So, can we not use the med kit? We assembled camp to tend to the injured. However, no one was in need of treatment. Alright. Alright. So, we could travel to this dang old cave, take up half of our health. Difficult decision. It's a very difficult decision. Go up here. Also take up more than half of our health because we don't have any machetes. I mean, we hit the magical ghost thing on the way back if we can or need to. I'm hoping this is like a resting spot. I don't know. Maybe we should have gone here and then gone to the... That spot we haven't looked at either, so... Oh. New region uncovered. We We got a shrine here, so let's examine the shrine. Got panthers. Got another possible something there. I don't know. We got something there. Examine the shrine. Oh, this is the one we need the rope for, so that's good. A shrine towered above us. It was in terrible condition as the weather had been beating down on it for centuries. I could make out an entrance in the upper platform. We would have to climb up the exterior walls in order to reach it. I noticed that some areas of the structure were overgrown by some sort of abnormal fungus. Its growth was tumorous. Even looking at it made me uncomfortable. Oh, I don't like that. Let's use the rope. Get that out of our inventory. I was glad we had brought enough rope. With it, we ascended the weather-torn wall without any problems. We arrived at what seemed to be the treasure chamber. We quietly looked around the majestic hall. An altar illuminated with breathtaking ambiance stood atop a plinth. So I don't know about this whole fungus thing. I've never encountered the fungus before. Hopefully we don't get, get some kind of fungus, some kind of toe fungus, or who knows what. Like get infected by fungus, but we'll see. Investigate the altar. Alright, we got a golden amulet. Cool. We got a golden goblet. Makes an exquisite coffee mug. That's cool, 50 fame. And another moonstone. Let's take it all. I would not leave empty-handed. That was exactly what we came for. -3 standing with the locals. That's no good. The fungus began to spread rapidly. The fungus broke through the ground and covered everything in oily red patches. I knew I should stay behind to study the fungus, but I ran. Yeah, buddy, don't like fungus. Let's see what's up here. Let's get rid of the fungus. Let's explore whatever this is. Oh, it's another one of these. So we had to unlock 2 of them? We approached an immemorial structure that seemed to be partially made of pure gold. We discovered a mechanism of sorts on one of the sides. With some effort, we would hopefully be able to trigger it. However, what would happen upon activation remained a mystery. Well, we already activated like 2 of these before, so I'm pretty sure we know what's going to happen. Ba-bam. Crazy light. It took us a while, but eventually we were able to decrypt the seemingly ancient mechanism. All of a sudden, an enormous column of light rose from the seal. There we go. There's the temple. Oh, the red fungus is among us. It's a long way away. It's a long way away. Wait, why did the fungus erupt up there? I don't know. It erupted like everywhere. This is not good. This is not good. So if we go this way, I mean, that's a long way to go. Not a lot of good stuff in between here and there. We're down to 9 sanity. Could head over here and hope that this is a resting spot. I think that's our only option. We got a 100% chance of bad stuff happening. It is a resting spot. Stay away from that dang old panther up there. Uh-oh. This journey was taking its toll on all of us. At night, I heard angry curses. James Sterling had been bitten and was bleeding from an open torso wound. He was screaming at me to take the appropriate measures against the animal responsible. It was obvious Mr. Blake was the attacker, as he was still growling aggressively towards the group. I didn't know donkeys could growl, but I guess Mr. Blake is special. But we're not butchering Mr. Blake. Get out of here. Decreased loyalty from James Sterling. I refuse to blame the animal which upset James Sterling beyond civilized measure. He would need a while to accept my stance. All right. Get out of here. Ooh, that panther is coming. Don't... Let's see. If we attack the panther, then we'll get first shots on this guy. But if we don't, then he'll attack us, and he'll get the first attack, and that's no good. James is not looking too good. He's already injured. We got 9 of 12 toughness. Got our donkeys. That's no good. The panther hasn't come this way yet. So let's explore the springs. Let's get out of the reach of the panther here. We reached a place of outstanding natural splendor. The water had a strong coloring, very likely from a geothermal groundwater. Let's rest. I settled down and I told the people to rest. We were on the brink of collapse. Even the warming flames of the campfire did not to ease our minds. Freaky camp music now. James Sterling screamed at a bug for being in his way. That was particularly surprising. I should keep an eye on him. He's developed bipolar disorder. That's no good. But let's rest. Oh, there's some other creature around here. I don't like that. Everyone enjoyed the sojourn. Delicate steam laced the water as we prepared to leave. Bathing in the hot springs had astoundingly healed our wounds. That's good. We're going to continue to rest. I instructed the trek to halt and recuperate. This was a good place, and I was sure we would get some well-deserved rest here. I awoke soaked in sweat from a nightmare. I dreamt that Fixalupi had returned, but his limbs were gory stump, and he tortured me for the reasons why he had died, I guess. I can't see past his name now. I still shiver at me timbers. Oh, there we go. I still shiver writing these lines. All right. Let's rest. We have a bunch of baboons closing in on us from all directions. I'm not enjoying this at all. Days went by pleasantly. Delicate steam laced the water as we prepared to leave. Bathing in the hot springs had astoundingly healed our wounds. Let's rest overnight again. Plus 10 fame. We settled down to catch our breath. The team eagerly gathered fire for our wood. Foregoing sleep, I carefully noted the position of the stars in the otherworldly night skies. I noticed one especially particular constellation. I'm sure somebody in the Western world would appreciate the information. So we mapped out a new constellation, I guess. So we are in huge trouble right now. We got 2 baboons and a panther just gathered around there. Everyone enjoyed the sojourn. The water sparkled in the sunlight as we prepared to leave. I mean, let's see if we can get out of here. Attack the panther. Explore the springs. We need to go. Yeah, we don't want to go north. I want to go to this cave, but the cave is surrounded by the moss, and I don't want that. Now we could still attack the panther. Or we could just run for it. Let's see if we can run for it. Yes. Nope. Damn it, we got caught. We got caught by the panther. Surprise attack. Ouch. Alright, we're bleeding and stuff. Alright, let's take care of this panther. We should have just ran. No, we can't run. We're injured. Headbutt, 1 damage. Damn. Alright. Evade, shield 3. That's good. Let's roll. Alright, we get our gun, so we got a +2 with that. 4 damage. Boom. That's helpful. Roll our final die. Can't do nothing with it. Alright. End round. He's doing lots of damage. I don't like that. Let's roll. Oh, there we go. Sword and shield. Riposte. Damage 2, shield 2. Nice. And then looks like we got another headbutt, which will stun him. Alright, so now we just need a gun roll here, and there we go. He's dead. Quick shot, 4 dead. Boom. We deprive the remains of anything useful, so we get minus standing for shooting animals, I guess. Got some teeth now. Raw meat. Panther pelt. Plus 20 funds. That's cool. Giant spiders. I don't want no giant spiders. I want to get out of here. Get out of here, giant spiders. Oh, look at them all. If we flee, we could lose a lot of people here, but there's 3 giant spiders. Let's flee. Our only hope was to scarper. I found that while running, I had lost valuable equipment in the process. Raw meat, moonstone, 20 sanity. That's fine. That's fine price to pay. Now we need to get out of here. We need to get out of here. Now the question is, where do we go? Where do we go? We don't want to go through the mushroom fields. Don't want to go through the spiders. I mean, we just got to get out of here. Gonna die. Gonna die. See what happens if we can just leave the forest. Maybe the spiders will leave us alone. Oh, there's just more and more spiders. More spiders. Look at them all. Not happy about this. You know what? First off, let's heal some people. We set up camp to consume the mushrooms. Give the mushrooms... bipolar. I guess we'll give the mushrooms to James Sterling. Oh no! He's a cannibal now. No. No. First aid kit. Set up camp to tend the injured. 7. We can't have our leader die, so we'll first aid kit her. Alright, leave. Now we gotta get out of here. Let's make it back to the village. Look at these spiders are just chasing us. That's crazy. There's another spider coming. Enter the village. As soon as they spot us, the natives approached us. We seem to have garnered a bad reputation by now. Let's trade with them. Animal tooth. Could use some loyalty for our cannibal friend, I guess. Trade the raw meat. Mushroom. Loyalty, no. Get rid of that. No, get rid of that. Alright, so we need to trade them a little bit of stuff to make them a little happier with us. Give them another moonstone. There we go. So that should help us gain standing with these people and get a couple of trinkets in return. So standing +1. There we go. +1 standing. Now let's see if they'll let us rest. The natives agreed to let us rest in their village. However, they demanded a gesture of goodwill from me. Dang it. I guess I should have waited. panther pelt? It's only 20 funds. That's not much. We settled this little dispute with the villagers, and I told them to unpack and prepare our things. That night, the villagers held a ritual ceremony. They offered us a bowl of cooked meat that had a disgusting smell to it. Supposedly, it would taste like chicken. Let's eat it. Ugh, I did not want to offend the natives, so I ate from the bowl. -3 sanity. That's okay, we're going to get sanity returned from sleeping. A splendid night's rest. -2 standing. We're going to rest one more night. The natives agrees to let us rest in their village. However, they demanded tribute because of our disrepute. Dang it. Mushroom? No. We could trade them back one of their own trinkets. We're just losing out on this deal. I shouldn't have rested this one last night. After we reached an agreement, the villagers, we unpacked our belongings and prepared to spend the night with the natives at their campfire. The girl came running into the village, sobbing loudly. Apparently, the youngest child had died. The whole village was in mourning. Rituals were held throughout the night. Let's sleep. Let's get out of here. The night was quiet and peaceful. It was terribly obvious that we would need to leave soon. The villagers wanted to be rid of us. Let us go. Followed, we packed up our trek and departed as new adventures awaited us. The villagers were glad to see the back of me. The following days, I had the uncomfortable feeling we were being watched. Alright. You know what? We're going to end this expedition here. It's not happening. All these spiders coming after us. Look at them. They're still coming this way. You know, we could go to the cave and try to do something with those ghosts, but nah, this isn't the party for that. We're still got one guy bleeding. We got one guy who's a cannibal. We're being followed. Let's get out of here. Look at those spiders, man. I've never seen animals act this way. Never, never, never. They just came. They beeline right toward us. There's another one. There's another one. That is nuts. Let's get out of here. Hopefully they don't follow us back to England. We returned to our ship and I felt homesick all of a sudden. Yeah, let's get out of here. I paused for a moment's reflection. Did I really want to abort this expedition? Yep, let's go. I had come to terms with reality. We were homeward bound, so we secured our crates on the ship and set sail. The unexplored shall remain so for today. Ouch. So we escaped. This could cost us our chance at the statue, but we kept our life. New fame, 1810. That's not a lot of fame. That's 10 fame I think we got. So we're going to need to trade in our stuff to get any kind of fame. Look at that cute donkey. Triumph. Choose a perk. Strong mind, plus 20 max sanity. That's good. Waterproof, reduced movement in shallow rivers. Or healer, capable of treating wounds, increases health generation on all Trek members. That could have been come in handy this adventure, so we'll grab that one. So kind of you, so kind of you. Alright, let's see how far we fell behind. Ouch. Still, we're going to hold on to second place, but we're going to be behind by quite a bit. Alright, so the golden amulet, 70 fame. That boosts us up into second place. The golden goblet, 50 fame. Still in second place. The jewels gives us 30 funds. That's good. And then the golden mask will give us another 70 fame. So we gathered a lot of good stuff. But we're now 300 points behind. We were only 47 points behind before, so this is that was a bit of a failure. We got one expedition left, so we'll get to that, but not until next time. So until then, we'll be back for our final expedition and the final chance to get our name engraved on that statue. So until then, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.